How is everyone doing? It's Monday night. Well, it's not Monday night. Monday afternoon live stream. Simone with the sports. We got Lil Brunson. Brunson rocking
Yes,
the
sir.
purple. What's that? Mamba
You know,
mode?
I don't know what it is. It's just a purple one I had laying around. I'm rocking my shady. Though. I'm wearing my shady jersey all, you know what I'm saying, all off season.
Okay. We're gonna call that hat the Mamba mode. We can call that the Mamba mode hurt season. But
I
yeah,
like it. I like
Shady
it.
obviously making headlines lately with bringing up the old Chip Kelly
going in on Chip.
conversations. Right. They always gonna
Yeah, I
bring
think you know.
up.
I think
Go ahead. I think you want to delay.
it had to be talked about though. They had to do it. They had to talk about it. They had to bring it up. You know what I mean? It was needed. Everybody wanted to wonder about how that thing unfolded or whatever the case may be. But it was good content for their show for sure. Though there was a lot of stories we ain't never heard.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes we got to bring that Chip Kelly conversation back up because even though it was a negative storyline, it's always going to be a part of like one of the biggest parts, like one of the most talked about eras, unfortunately, of Eagles football. So like
Mm-hmm.
that's a conversation that's going to keep coming up every couple of years, every time we get in a down spot, we're going to be talking about the remembering Chip Kelly era. They probably going to do a documentary on it at some point.
I don't know if they're gonna go that far with it. I think Chip gonna have to come out and defend his name because it was crazy, man. They were saying all type of stuff, man. When you start to equate, race with, just players in today's NFL, I think Chip need to come out and defend his name. Well, he ain't gonna never get another coaching job again. I don't think he ever has, honestly.
I don't think Chip care enough. I really don't think Chip care enough to come out and talk about it. Because if he hasn't said anything at this point, like he ain't saying nothing.
I can agree with that.
All right, let's go
I
ahead.
definitely agree with that. So, what you think about the draft?
First of all, I think you on a little bit of a delay. Y'all let us know in the
Something.
chat.
I don't know. I don't know if it's me or you. I can't tell because it seemed
Am
like
I
you want a delay
delayed?
on my end. I don't know. It's one of us.
Y'all let us know in the chat if it's a little bit of delay so we can address it before we get in the conversation. One of us is definitely on a delay. Let me see. It might be it might be on my end. The
They say no delay. Oh, they say LB, you sound a little delayed. Oh, they said I'm on a lag. I don't know how. Let me see something.
Is it still delayed? Say
I don't know.
something.
They saying it's me. Hold on. Let me see. Test,
The
test,
street
test.
saying it's you.
The street saying it's me. All right.
All right, y'all. LB hopped out for a second. He's trying to get his connection together. Y'all let me know. We're just getting our connections together before we go ahead and get into the topics. Y'all let me know if we good. Say something.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Yeah, we good now.
All right, cool. Had to get
All
back
right.
right. My bad, y'all.
I knew I wasn't tripping, but we good. All right, let's go ahead and get into the topics. First of all, what's up, everyone who's in the chat? Somebody said LB sound like a transformer. I'm screaming. All right, we good. What's
How?
up, Aaron?
What
No,
could that
not
be?
anymore. Not anymore.
Oh.
Okay, but draft. I love the draft. I mean, I made a tweet talking about how men change because
Mm-hmm.
how people say men don't change, but Howie Roseman changed, bro. Like this offseason,
Yo,
paying a running back, getting a corner. These past couple of drafts, we needed to go get a corner. We needed to get the best corner available. Like these past couple of drafts, we just been going into free agency and signing band-aid cornerbacks that haven't been working out for us, as we've seen with Bradbury, Steven Nelson. So for Howie Roseman to, break that Eagles not drafting a cornerback curse, drafting a corner, in the first round, addressing everything. Like, honestly, I thought we would get a wide receiver in the draft. Didn't think we would get two, but I like it because when you even look at the wide receiver room, we really did not address the issues, which was wide receiver 3 this offseason. We got Devontae Parker, we got Paris Campbell, but Devontae Parker old and Paris Campbell injured. So for us to go in the draft, get some options there, beef up the running back room, we pretty much beefed up everything. So I really, really enjoyed the draft. And then obviously trading up, getting Trotter was like just the cherry on top. Like the fact that Trotter was there in the 5th round, because I thought Trotter was going to go like 3rd round. 4th round latest. I thought Trotter was going to be 4th round at the latest. I thought he was going to be 3rd round. So for him to be there in the 5th round is given it's meant to be. That's like the little sign that this season is blessed. God watching over the birds this season.
I can agree with that. You know, the draft, I was surprised. So as we got closer to the draft, I knew we definitely was going to go cornerback with either the first pick or the second pick in this draft. But to see the Philadelphia Eagles go cornerback back to back, that's crazy to me, man. And especially for a guy who would never draft a cornerback that high in the draft or in the first round. You know, people were starting to think that Howie Roseman just doesn't like drafting cornerbacks and linebackers at this point. You know what I mean? I really like the draft. I like the value. I like how we played I like the fact that we used, so many quarterbacks being drafted early in the first round to our advantage because, we don't need a quarterback, obviously. You know what I mean? And Howie Roseman really did his homework. The staff and department, a lot of people did their homework. My only issue with the draft is this. Well, I have 2 issues with the draft. One issue is I really felt like that tight end 2 was a way higher concern for me personally than wide receiver 3. I think you needed to go get a tight end in this draft because, Dallas Goedert, to be honest, he never could stay healthy. When Dallas Goedert is out of the lineup, then you really just don't have a tight end in the lineup, especially with the offensive coordinator that you have in Kellen Moore, who definitely loves to have a twin tight end set. So I really, really didn't understand the Philadelphia Eagles not going tight end in this draft. Jalix Hunt, man, I need to see it, bro. I need to see that one, man. That was a 3rd round pick. Now listen, he could very well be a dog. I'm not gonna act like I know everything about him, but that was the Stretch Armstrong with the camera. That was the reach. Like they just reached from the heavens for that one. So what I mean, dude gonna have to be a dog day one to justify that, because I feel like this could have been a scenario. I think that Trotter could have went there and Jalix Hunt would have still been there at 5. That's how much of a reach I believe it to be. You know what I mean? But the Philadelphia Eagles see something in the kid. And, at the end of the day, man, I'm not mad, man. As far as us drafting the offensive lineman that we drafted, you could never be mad at adding another offensive lineman to Stoutland University. You can't. I don't care if they could tell me they found a big dude walking down the highway. I think Stoutland going to turn that dude into some type of Pro Bowl or something. You know what I mean? So Aeneas Smith, Texas A&M wide receiver, that's really going to be a gem for us because, like you said, we definitely did need a wide receiver 3. But overall, man, the draft was amazing. And then the offseason in general, Saquon Barkley. I'm not too high on Shipley. I'm not going to lie. But who knows? I think he definitely makes the roster. He was a 4th round pick, but yeah, man, I enjoyed the draft for sure. I like how this team is being built.
You got me dead because when we got Jalix, I was recording like before the pick, and I was talking about Jeremiah Trotter in the my video like before the pick. Like I'm like, yo, we might get Trotter. We're getting Trotter. Like da 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 da. They talk about the pick is in. They talk about some Jalix, and then I was like, who?
Right.
It was just like a big shock. It just was a name I haven't heard. I think everybody was kind of gagged, like, wait, who is this guy? They said
and it was crazy talent on the board.
Crazy talent on the board. Old boy from NC State was still on the board. Peyton Wilson.
Yeah, who drafted him? Yeah, who drafted him?
Steelers.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
They said Streets is saying Vic had his eye on him. Okay. It's always gonna be that one head scratcher. The head scratcher came in the 3rd round, very high round to have your head scratcher in. But again, we got basically 2 1st round picks in the 1st and 2nd round because Cooper DeJean was supposed to be a 1st round pick. So we basically got 2 1st round picks with our 1st and 2nd round pick. Didn't have to
Right.
trade up in the first round, which we thought we might have to trade up for Serianni. We might have to trade up for Quinyon. Fell at 22. Got Cooper. So, you know, you're going to have your little boo-boo. You're going to have your little question mark. And like you said, Jalen's could end up being the doggest of the big dogs. We going to have to see. But talking about tight end, Marty McFly, yes, we extended Albert O this offseason. And we signed that other tight end. What's his name from the Bengals before the draft?
From undrafted free agent. No. The guy from the Jets.
Yeah, the old head. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, the old head. Uzma.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uzama. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the Jets. I mean, he old. You know, Albert O. If Albert O was decent, he would have made his way onto the field last year. He didn't get on the field at all. You know what I mean? I think you needed to waste a draft pick on the tight end. You know what I mean? And then if you look at traditionally how the Philadelphia Eagles draft tight ends, they typically go draft another tight end when a tight end is around Goddard's age. You know what I mean? When Zach Ertz was Goddard's age right now, they drafted Dallas Goedert. When Brent Selleck was Brent Selleck was Goddard's age right now, they drafted Zach Ertz. So you know what I mean? This is typically the time where they do it. I was a little surprised by that, but you know, and a lot of people in the chat, you know what I mean? I just want to let y'all know this. Y'all wasn't shooting with Cooper in the gym. I want to see all of these people when Cooper start cooking, because I was waving that white flag. Y'all like, no. But you know, he wasn't the first round pick, so I get it. I guess we even with that one. But yeah, I need to see it right now from Jalix Hunt. Can't wait. I can't wait. I don't want to hear as a project. He need to be playing, yo. That's a third round pick.
Yeah. And he was giddy. You saw him in his his post draft presser. He was cheesy. Hey, like he even was shook. He wasn't expecting that himself. Like he was like, exactly. I'm an eagle. Like,
but I ain't mad at it.
So we have some topics we're gonna get into, but since you brought up tight end, we just go ahead and address these questions we've got already at tight end. So yeah. Scouts, analysts, they've been saying that Johnny Wilson could switch to tight end. Johnny said that, they haven't said anything to me about being a tight end, but that does not mean that Johnny Wilson still can't be a tight end. Like I said in my video the other day, it's only been 4 days at practice. Just because they ain't say anything yet on May 13th doesn't mean come August, come July at training camp, he not getting reps at tight end.
Right. And you know, to be honest, he got the frame for it. You know what I mean? I think he about 6'6". You know what I mean? He could run. But, you know, even at wide receiver, he don't play to his size all the time. So how is that going to help us as being a tight end? You got to play big boy ball if you're going to be a tight end in the National Football League, meaning you got to block, you got to light contact. You know what I mean? At 6'6", I don't see him really like running through cornerbacks and going head on, running safeties over and stuff like that in open field for me to even be comfortable with moving them at tight end. You know what I mean? His skill set translates over because he can run and catch and he's big. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, linebackers are fast. And there's linebackers at this level that can stay with him. It's safeties at this level that can stay with him. You got to be physical if you're going to be a tight end. So I don't think he got some of the tight end qualities. You know what I mean? Like just being like, you know, aggressive. So, I mean, I don't think I would like this, to be honest.
All right, let's get into our topics that we got from Twitter. So shout out to everyone who let us know on Twitter what y'all wanted us to discuss.
Yes, sir.
The main topic we got is the secondary. Now, we went from clawing at scraps, to now having our pick of the litter, like in the secondary.
Right.
It's booming. We have hella bodies. That's going to be the biggest competition at camp. In my opinion, I mean, you can all agree on that, is going to be the secondary. So It's still early because I know they're going to be in the comments. It's May, y'all. We know it's early. Training camp ain't even happened yet. You know what I mean? But starting right now, let's start with the cornerback room. Who do you see starting, if you had to guess, right now?
Starting, this is who I see starting. I see Slay. If Bradbury's still on the roster, I still see it being Slay and Bradbury. You know what I mean? I still see them rolling out Bradbury. I know you don't want to hear it. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but that's just what I see happening. I see Bradbury still starting. You know what I mean? On the aspect that he was an All-Pro before. Howie Roseman likes him for some reason. You know what I mean? He had a down year for sure. He's getting paid a lot of money. So I don't see Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles justifiably sitting him just to get a rookie some playing time. Now, with that being said, I do see Quinyon playing a lot, but I see Bradbury starting games off. That don't mean he'll get more snaps than Quinyon as the game progresses, but Bradbury will start the game off. You know what I mean? Of course, Quinyon, I got him making it. I got Cooper DeJean making it. Beyond that, it's hard to tell, man. I think we got 19 quarterbacks or 19 defensive backs on a 90-man roster right now. It's really, really hard to tell. I think that what's the kid named undrafted free agent? Sean Sanders, the cousin of Joey Porter. I think that he's better than Keely Ringo. You know what I mean? I think he's better than Eli Ricks. You know what I mean? So somebody is definitely going to be the odd man out, or somebody is going to be on the practice squad. But if you don't find a way to get rid of Bradbury and make it make sense and save some of that money, Bradbury going to be starting, unfortunately.
So let me ask you this. Hypothetically, if Brad is on the roster, Quinyon has been balling out at camp.
Right.
Bradbury has been looking solid at camp. Like Bradbury's looking solid. He looking promising. Quinyon is balling out at camp though. Who are you starting week 1?
Who am I? If it's up to me, who am I starting week 1? I would definitely start Quinyon Mitchell on the outside week 1, especially if he balling at camp. You know what I mean? You just have to. You definitely got to start on week 1 if he balling at camp. But I don't think he's going to be the one that's going to be. I think he's going to be solid, and I think that he's going to do his job very, very well as a rookie. You know what I mean? He's going to be what we expect. The one that I think that is going to ball out at camp is Cooper DeJean. I think Cooper DeJean is going to ball out, and he's going to do it in a number of different areas. He's going to do it in the slot. He's going to do it in the return game. He's going to do it lined up at the depth of a safety, and he's going to do it on the outside. I think that's the guy that's going to ball out in camp and turn some heads. But they're not going to see Cooper DeJean is in a weird place for me. I know how the Philadelphia Eagles rock. Like we used a system of favoritism. Like when we had Darren Sproles toting the rock at a high clip when he was 600,000 years old, you know what I mean? He was an RB1 for us. There was guys younger than him that should have been getting some of those carries. Cooper DeJean is going to have a better camp than Quinyon Mitchell, in my opinion. But Quinyon Mitchell is going to be the first one to get meaningful snaps in the regular season game, just because he was a higher draft pick.
Now I agree with you on there when it comes to favoritism and then feeling like, we spent this on this guy. That means we got to prioritize him, even if the play isn't there. But do you think that so when it comes down to Quinyon and Cooper, they were so close though. I know Quinyon was the first round pick, but Cooper was number 40. They traded up for Cooper DeJean. They already had their eyes on Cooper DeJean in the first round. Like, let's say if Quinyon wasn't there and Terrion wasn't there, then Cooper would have been our first round pick later in the draft. Do you think there's that much separation when it comes to like, we're going to prioritize Quinyon over Cooper when you get what I'm saying?
In terms of skill set between the two players?
No, like let's say Cooper, like we said, when it comes to like the favoritism situation, like,
right.
Since Cooper, Quinyon, let's say like you said, Cooper is balling, popping out more than Quinyon is popping out. But you're saying they're gonna give Quinyon more reps because Quinyon was our first round pick, number 22.
Right. But on they'll give Quinyon more reps on the outside. But I think Cooper can be just as good on the outside, honestly. But Quinyon will get more reps on the outside solely because that is his specialty. That's what he does. See, Quinyon is he's not going to have a secondary role. Quinyon is going to be an outside lockdown corner. Cooper DeJean is starting out on the outside, but they're slowly going to incorporate him with the secondary job. And you heard that from Fangio. He was drafted because of his versatility. Now, I kind of take that back a little bit. I think that there'll be equal opportunities because Quinyon could very well take over the slot from day one. DeJean could take over the slot from day one. You know how up and down Maddox health issues is. So, there's going to be opportunities for both players. If Reed Blankenship has a down year, you can start seeing some of Cooper DeJean back there with CJ Gardner-Johnson.
So when it comes to the secondary, when it comes to the safety position, CJ GJ, presumed starter. But who's besides CJ, Sidney Brown. Everybody keeps talking about Sidney Brown. We know Sidney Brown had injuries. Reed Blankenship has been there. Reed Blankenship has injuries as well. But now you bring in a new fighter to the arena and a possible Cooper DeJean. Who's starting at safety?
I think it's going to be Reed. I think it's going to be Reed and CJ because that was a really good duo. That was the duo that, you know, we sprinkled a lot of those guys together and we ultimately end up going to the Super Bowl. I think that Reed Blankenship soaked up a lot of game from from CJ in his rookie year. And I think that, you know, his game goes to another level having CJ back. You know what I'm saying? But I also think Sidney Brown can benefit from a Gardner Johnson as well. So I think it's going to be a lot of by committee on whoever's going to be besides CJ Gardner Johnson. There's going to be a lot of that by committee. They're going to try different fits out and try different things. But Sidney Brown, you can't sleep on him.
So, yeah, we signed because we got so many dudes, y'all. Please forgive us. It's so many guys. It's so many guys that we have now in the secondary. But yeah, Isaiah Rodgers and also Sean Stevens, who we signed nickel slot corner. So it's just so, and then it's just Maddox, Sean Stevens, what's his name? Isaiah Rodgers. Yep. Then you got Cooper, who could play in the slot as well. CJ could play in the slot. It's just so much. Damn. Yeah. I don't want to say too much depth. This is good. This is a good thing. But who do you see getting cut? Because it's gonna be tough. Getting cut.
I see Eli Ricks could be a potential guy on the outside looking in. He was an undrafted free agent. Keely Ringo got to show something. He got to show something. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like now or never for Keely Ringo because we came in there and we added just so much talent. Now, on the flip side of that, so much talent, so much depth. Now, on the flip side, I do think Bradbury might be out. So that holds a spot for somebody else. You know what I mean? I think it's too much talent for Bradbury to survive. If we can get somebody to pay the bulk of that contract and get Bradbury out of here, a contender could take that. McPherson, yeah, I like. Shout out my guy D'Lo. You know what I mean? I like McPherson, Eli, and Job. I think those are the guys. I think me and D'Lo talked about that before, actually. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you good. Tyler, I forgot about Tyler Hall.
That's what I'm saying.
There's so many. He came from the Raiders, right? Yeah, I forgot about Tyler Hall. Yeah, man.
It's too many dudes, bro. Like,
and you know what makes it harder for some of these guys to stay on the roster because you have guys that can play in two different areas. Like, say the combination of Reed Blankenship and Cooper DeJean is just crazy at safety. Say they just cooking back there. Gardner Johnson gonna move to the slot. You know what I mean? And that takes Gardner Johnson is going to be on the field in some capacity. You know what I mean? That's what makes it hard for somebody to maintain their job. In some capacity, he's either going to be at the slot nickel at times or he's going to be at the safety. So, hey, man, guys got to come bring their A game. Isaiah Rodgers ain't safe. He's not a lock like people think.
He didn't play a whole season.
Exactly. Isaiah Rodgers is not safe. And the thing about it is his best attribute for the team could very well be punt return. You know what I mean? You drafted Cooper DeJean who could do that. Covey went to the Pro Bowl as a punt returner. So it's a lot of people not safe on that defensive side of the ball and that special team side of the ball. You know what I mean?
Who do you think is safe?
At cornerback? We still talking about corner. Oh, at corner, yeah, corner. I think obviously Quinion and Cooper are safe. Slay is safe.
That's it.
Outside of that, ain't nobody safe. Nobody else safe. That's it. Think about it. Nobody else is safe outside of that. You got your draft capital guys, and you got your former All-Pro guy who's still playing at a high level for his age. Nobody else is safe.
Nobody else is safe, bro.
You know what I mean? That's what makes this competition so great.
You know what I mean? It ain't safe. Nobody outside of them three ain't safe. So, do you think Keely Ringo is safe just because he was a rookie and he was, you know, how we feel about drafting guys, feeling like, okay, we drafted him, we have to invest more time into them. Do you think Keely is safe? And we're getting that question a lot.
I think Keely is safe from cut, but he's not safe from trade. He's safe from cut, but he's not safe from trade because he still got some value. If the Philadelphia Eagles felt like, listen, man, there's somebody that we absolutely need to have. Say they want to go out there and get, say a defensive tackle or a pass rusher comes available, and they're like, yo, he's available for trade. We could go out there and get this guy, but they asking for Keely Ringo. They'll pack Keely Ringo up. We're too deep at cornerback. We're trying to win a championship. They're not going to just cut him, but they will pack him up in a package. They will pack up Bradbury in a package. Shoot, they might. Slay could get packed up in a package if you're getting back Surtain or something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? The only people that's definitely safe, though, are Slay, Quinion, and Cooper DeJean. Everybody else can be packed up or cut.
That's period. I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
And Isaiah Rodgers is safe, bro. No, he proven his overall Isaiah sat a whole season out. So, yes, he's saying Isaiah Rodgers is safe. No, he's not safe.
I'm reading it, but he going off of a Madden rating.
And
we can't. He not safe, bro. And everybody want to say Isaiah Rodgers is a slot guy. He never really played in the slot like that in Indy. We don't have no proof of him being a dominant slot player. Now, that could be to the fault of the coaches. Now, I will say this. When Isaiah Rodgers was on the field in Indy, outside slot, wherever they put him at, he balled. He should have definitely got more snaps. But you know what I mean? This is a guy who missed the whole year, man. If he want to make the team, he might have to just come out here and be a remarkable returner and then get sprinkled in the offense as injury or something like that come about. But he definitely ain't safe.
Yeah, and when we say not safe, we're not saying like you're on the borderline of getting cut. We're saying you have to be given 1,010% every day at camp. That's what we mean when we say not safe. We're not saying like you shouldn't be able to not sleep tonight. Cut man might get you tomorrow morning. We're saying at camp, you got to bring 1,010% because it's not guaranteed that you're going to make the roster. We're not saying Isaiah Rodgers. When we say not safe, that doesn't mean you're shaky, you're not reliable, you're not good. You just have to prove yourself because these spots are coming at a premium. So
definitely, especially on this roster, man. This the best roster in football. We can't even sugarcoat it no more. You know what I mean? To make this roster, you definitely got to stand out. It is what it is, and you can even go on to the defensive line. It might be a couple people not safe there either. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that earlier, man. It's a couple people that's not safe on that defensive line, maybe from an interior standpoint. But hey, man, Jordan Davis ain't safe. I like the fact that he getting in shape. He ain't safe, Simone. Don't run. Don't run. He ain't safe. Jordan Davis is not safe. He is not safe because on my depth chart right now, Milton Williams is ahead of him. Milton Williams plays better than him. Milton Williams has played better than him. But you know what's kept him safe? Where he was drafted at. And this speaks to the favoritism of the Philadelphia Eagles. Milton Williams was better than him last year. He was better than him last year. Now you don't have Fletcher Cox. You know what I'm saying? Now somebody got to get some of them reps. The best player got to get them reps now. You missing Fletcher. You missing Fletcher. You don't got time to play. And I think Jordan Davis know this. He know this. He know this. He ain't safe, bro. Now, he ain't getting cut. He ain't getting traded, nothing like that. But his playing time is at stake.
Okay.
His playing time is at stake. So not cut or trade. His playing time is at stake. That's what I'm saying. He can slide down on the depth chart.
Yeah.
Because I see the chat. Oh my God. Oh, no. The playing time. I see him.
Because at first we was talking about cuts, not being safe with cuts.
Right.
So that was jarring.
But hey, but sliding down on the depth chart as a first round pick, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
You might not bounce back from that psychologically. So no, he ain't safe. He don't want to be the fourth man in rotation. See, when Fletcher Cox left, it opened up opportunities for guys like Mauro Ajarmo who could play. You know what I'm saying? It opened up some snaps for some other guys. If Jordan Davis don't come out there and show that when he's on the field, teams can't run the ball. Hold on, my bad. That's my camera. I'm gonna switch my camera. If Jordan Davis don't come out here and show, you know what I'm saying? Damn, my other camera went off. Here we go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, if Jordan Davis don't come out here and show that, you know what I mean, he one of them ones, it could get spooky for him. It could get spooky for him. I'm saying, man, we gotta call a spade a spade. It could definitely get spooky for the boy. So hey.
All right, let's reel this back in because gotta reel this back in because we getting off. We gotta reel
let's stay on track
because we getting spicy. And it's only May 15th, y'all. Wait till them training camp videos come out. So when it comes to safety, did we talk about cut? Who's safe as safety?
I don't think we really have too many outliers at safety. I think Sidney is safe. I think Reed is safe. Of course, Gardner Johnson is safe. Cooper DeJean is safe. You know what I mean? You generally want to keep like 4 guys back there. So I think that group of guys is safe. You know what I mean? I expect somebody to take a huge step. I think that Sidney gonna take a step coming off the injury though. I think he gonna shine this year.
Okay. Yeah, but like you said, it's not as spicy at safety than it is at corner. So it's been said in the chat. It's been said in the chat. You know, when you had them guys that, you know, been putting it all on the team, very good representations of the team, true birds, true Eagles, it's hard to have these conversations.
You talking about players?
Avonte Maddox.
Like just fan favorites. Oh, man, you know what, man? You see, you called me because you wanted me to keep it real. You called me because you wanted me to keep it real. He should never been back. He should never been back. You know what I mean? I got all the love and respect for him, but he should never been back. He can't stay healthy. He cannot stay healthy. You know what I mean? And we were comfortable parting ways with Gardner Johnson last year because we thought Maddox was going to stay healthy. We was comfortable. Had we known Maddox went down, we'd have gave Gardner Johnson the bag the first year around. You know what I mean? He just can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? He cannot stay healthy. I don't like that, man. I can't get with that. I can't get with the players that just can't stay healthy, and we keep giving them chances to show us that they cannot stay healthy. This is a contact sport. Everybody's body can't hold up, unfortunately. You know what I mean? He has some of the most nagging injuries that last for weeks. You know what I mean? When we talk about linebackers, you know, it's another guy like that we got to talk about. But you know what I mean? Maddox, he just can't stay healthy, man. He might be a cut. He could be a cut.
Maddox is definitely not safe. Now, if it's anybody that's not safe, and we already released him once, so this is not a shock or a surprise. He already got released once. Maddox is not safe, and I don't know if Maddox makes it, man. Not after Rodgers, signing Sean Stevens to multiple years. Like these are guys that's coming for his spot. And
then to caveat off that, Maddox not even a fan favorite no more. You fall out of favor with the fans in Philadelphia when you're not available. You know what I mean? You fall out of favor. You know what I mean? Like you know why Jalen Mills was a fan favorite? He wasn't like no 8 interception a year dude. Mills was a fan favorite because he was on the field. He was on the field. Win, lose, or draw, he was on the field. He was a fan favorite. You know what I mean? Sad to say.
Do you think we need to add another piece?
Yeah, I think you need to go get another linebacker for sure.
Do we get
I think you need Zach who? Cunningham? I ain't mad at it. I wouldn't hate it, but that would be what we always do. Go get a band-aid. We need to go get somebody that stand out. Devin White stands out. I'm not mad at that pick. Devin White stands out. The way it's looking right now, you got to start Devin White and Trotter Jr. And I never even seen Trotter Jr. play at this level, but he got to start. I don't want to see Nakobe Dean. I don't want to see it. I do not want to see it. I don't want to see Nakobe Dean because we know how this story ends. He cannot stay healthy. He can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? His body cannot withstand it. Or you know what I mean? And you know, that was a lot of the knock on him when he got drafted. Listen, I'm on record for saying that Nakobe Dean could possibly have a better career than Micah Parsons. They like to remind me of that all the time, but I was wrong because he can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? I don't think it got nothing to do with his preparation. I don't think it got nothing to do with his diet. I just think he can't stay healthy. And he kind of got exposed in the pass game last year when he did play. You know what I mean? He can't stay healthy.
But it's not as much competition at linebacker right now. So does that keep Nakobe Dean safe?
I don't know. When I listen to Fangio's, let me say his name right. Everybody keeps saying I'm saying his name, Fangio. You know what I mean? Everybody want me to say it like I'm Italian. Fangio. When I listen to Fangio talk, he's talking about Zach Bond and how Zach Bond could potentially get a lot of inside linebacker reps. So that means that he is interested in playing Zach Bond. You know what I mean? I think Zach Bond could play in the inside. A lot of people thought he was going to be a special teams guy. So there is a little bit of competition for Nakobe Dean, for sure. Listen, Devin White is the alpha dog there. Make no mistake about that. That was supposed to be Nakobe Dean. This year was supposed to be, or last year was supposed to be Nakobe Dean being the alpha dog in a linebacker room. He couldn't stay healthy. They go out and get Devin White. Then you go add Zach Bond, who got some experiences on playing time. Then you draft an already fan favorite in Trotter Jr. Already, he gonna be top 3 in jersey sales. If you start him from day one and he could come out there and play with the rest of the team, you know what I mean, and make a play here and there, good tackle here and there. Come on, bro. I just don't see it for Nakobe, man. I don't see it for him. I don't. I can see him being a rotational guy, but starting, nah. He might need to go to special teams and prove he can stay healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He had me shocked, but yeah, he was talking about Zach Bond and Oren Burks. Talking about, I see them both as inside guys, and he made it clear
I
that
didn't think Oren Burks was gonna make the team, but he was talking about him.
Yeah, he did. So he made it clear that it's competition, and also listening to Devin White's presser, like Devin White is hungry, like he's humble and hungry. That's a scary That's a scary position if you're competition. Like someone who we know can play at an elite level is already like. Put his pride to the side. I was buzzed last year, whatever, and I want to reprove myself. Like if you're going up against him at camp, that's scary hours.
I agree. I agree, man. Somebody who was at the top of his game. I think at one point he was like number 15 on the top 100 player list. You know what I mean? He just had a down year, and you know that happens to the best of us. But you know when you surround this guy with this type of talent, you know what I mean, and this type of excitement. You know what I mean? With the way that this team is already gelling, you see Saquon cheering people on like he's been here before. You know what I mean? When you're a part of this type of camaraderie, it can only bring the best out of you. You know what I mean? If you Devin White and you got Gardner Johnson behind you, you know what I mean? You got that type of savage behind you, and you got a defensive front in front of you that has Jalen Carter, things of that nature. Linebackers excel, like competent linebackers excel in these type of situations. So he's the one. He's safe. Devin White is safe.
So everybody's saying Fangio. I've been saying Vic Fangio. I don't know what I've been saying now because now I don't know. I've been saying Vic Fangio. I'm pretty sure I've been saying Fangio. Somebody said Fangio.
No, so I've been saying Fangio, and they don't like that. I've been saying Vic Fangio. Yeah.
Oh, you just been putting too much emphasis. I just been
exactly.
like Vic Fangio.
But I'm from where I'm from. You know what I mean? Fangio. I mean,
right. I didn't know it was that. Okay, Jared Goff got his little extension, but okay, we might
got extended.
4 years, $212 million, $170 million guaranteed.
I was thinking about this, man. We should have drafted him instead of Carson. We should have moved up that time, but it is what it is.
Let's stay on the defense since we hear somebody on Twitter asked, do we keep BG in the lineup or rotate him out more than last season?
BG?
Brandon Graham.
Yeah, Brandon Graham is going to be in the lineup for sure. Brandon Graham fits this scheme, you know what I mean, perfectly because he can line up in that interior position. You know what I mean? He can give you some snaps from the middle, from the defensive interior, and he can still play on the outside. Brandon Graham is definitely going to be in the rotation.
I think he was more so at saying, is he going to get less snaps than he got last season?
Maybe because, you know, Nolan Smith got to get out there and get his hands dirty this year. He got to get out there and play. So maybe.
Somebody else asks what your comfort level is with the pass rush.
It's not comfortable. Nolan. I don't know, man. That's tough, man. I can't go in there and saying that I'm more confident, you know, without Hassan Reddick. You know what I mean? I like Bryce Huff. I like Bryce Huff a lot. I like the year that he had last year for sure. You know what I mean? He is a guy that can get after the quarterback, but he's only done it one time. You know what I mean? Hassan Reddick is a guy who has double-digit sacks 4 straight years, I believe, and with 3 different teams. That's a guy who could do it in any environment. You know what I mean? People like to say, well, where was he at the last 10 weeks of the season? Shit, where was everybody? The last 8 games of the season. You can't blame that on Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick had double-digit sacks, started the season with a cast on his hand. You know what I mean? So I was confused by that one. But Nolan Smith, I need him to get more reps. We counting on him big this year. Josh Sweat, this seems like a prove-it year for him. I think Josh Sweat definitely could get you double-digit sacks again, but I don't know, man. I think the majority of our sacks and the majority of how we stifle defenses this year is going to come from the creativity of what Fangio is going to be able to dial up in terms of getting some of these linebackers downhill. Like Devin White, one of his specialties is blitzing the gaps and getting to the quarterback. Trotter can do that as well. Zach Bond could do that as well. You know what I mean? So I think our linebackers will pitch in with some of the edge rush as well this year.
Yeah, that Reddick, man.
It hurt me. It hurt me bad.
Bruh. That stung, bro. Like
big time.
When you talk about a motor, an energy, a battery, somebody setting the tone, setting the temperature of the defense and just the vibe of a game, that was Hassan Reddick, man. Like,
right. It was a game wrecker, man. He single-handedly wrecked games. Single-handedly wrecked games. You know what I mean? The Dolphins game, everybody thought we was going to get touched by the Dolphins. Hassan Reddick changed and wrecked that game. Hassan Reddick single-handedly sent us to the Super Bowl. I don't know how you don't find the money to pay that guy. You know what I mean? He knocked the quarterbacks out. You don't know how that game go if that quarterback play. You don't know because Gannon's defense was ready to implode. They just waited to the Super Bowl to do it. You don't know how that game go if Hassan Reddick don't put the work in he put in. So that one still hurt, but it is what it is.
This was an off season, man. Well, we just lost. We lost so much.
We lost a lot.
Put through bullshit all season long.
We lost a lot, man. We lost
the off season and have to lose Hassan, to have to lose Fletch, to have to lose Kelsey. Body blow after body blow after body blow. Like,
but we did get back Gardner Johnson. I'm thankful for that.
We did.
We got back CJ. We extended Smitty. We extended AJ. You know what I mean? We did gain some positives back. That's the beauty of being an Eagles fan, though. That's the beauty of it in today's climate. You know what I mean? Every team lose something in the offseason, but our team has continuously poured into us as fans and made us believe we could win a Super Bowl every single year. It was time for Kelsey, but I know Kelsey still had like 2 more productive years in him. I think Fletcher had a great year last. Fletcher was the best player on defense in the playoff game. You know what I mean? Against Tampa Bay. But you know what I mean? When they ready to hang it up, they're ready to hang it up. They're ready to get these young pups the rings.
Yep, and you got to move on.
Bird Gang, what up?
What up, BG? What's up? But yeah, I mean, guys had to move on. It's a part of it. But man, we lost 2 legends. We lost a star, a heartbeat in Hassan in one offseason, man. Mm-hmm. But like you said, we got CJ, GJ back. We got a lot of young talent on this team that we got to latch on to. It's time to usher in the new Eagles legends of the future. But somebody asked, we'll get to this question. We'll get to this question in 1 second, Jolo. That's a good question, but we got to wrap up this conversation on the defense first. It was, starting defensive line.
Starting D-line? It's hard because, I think we're changing schemes. I think we're playing in 3-4. Mm-hmm. And I think if I'm not mistaken, that's like 3 down linemen. I think Carter, Jordan Davis, and I think BG will be the 3 down linemen. I don't know if Huff has his hand out of the dirt. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know how they're going to do this, man. We got new coordinators. Mm-hmm. See, it's easy to predict these things when we had the older coordinators, but Fangio is different, man. Fangio presents a different type of scheme.
Well, let's talk about the depth right now we have on the defensive line, because it's a lot of new names, obviously, on the defensive line, a lot of changes. So We have Milton Williams, Brandon Graham, Moro Ajamo, Gabe Hall, Jordan Davis, Marlon T, PJ Mustapher, Jalen Carter, Thomas Booker the sixth. Who that?
I don't know who that is, right? I don't know who PJ Mustapher is either.
PJ came from the Broncos. I'm pretty sure he was one of them like random. Yeah, he was like a random signing.
Right.
But who is Thomas Booker the third, and why they got him next in line behind Jalen Carter?
I don't know, but I think Gabe Hall makes this roster though.
Hold on,
I like
Bryce
Gabe Hall. Gabe Hall's a dog.
We got Bryce, Josh Sweat. Shoot, I forgot Josh Sweat was still even on the team. I'm not gonna
right.
lie.
He's critical this year though. He is critical this year.
But I just forgot all about Josh Sweat.
No, that's a fact.
Brandon Graham and Julian Okwara. So we have a lot of new names. A lot of guys that's gonna be sliding up and stepping up. So just overall, what do you think about everybody's talking about Gabe Hall? So what do you think about Gabe?
Mm-hmm. I think Gabe Hall is a dog. I'm surprised he went undrafted. You know what I mean? That makes me. I thought we could have drafted a defensive tackle in his draft as well. That makes me feel better about not drafting one by getting him. That means we did our homework. Physical man, dominated at the Senior Bowl. You know what I mean? Like I said, him being undrafted just don't make no sense to me at all. So I think Gabe Hall makes this roster for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Gabe Hall is going to give us what Josh Sweat gave us. Wasn't Josh Sweat undrafted? I don't know why I keep thinking. Was Josh Sweat undrafted or no? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Y'all let us know in the chat.
Yeah, but I think Gabe Hall is going to be surprised.
Y'all let us know in the chat. Thomas Booker must have been an undrafted free agent, but Thomas Booker, what a name! That's like giving very much like professor. That's not giving a football name.
It's like it's like national treasure trying to find the clues to the presidency. It's like 1776, and he is 6. He might be a dog. Oh, Sweat was a fifth round pick. He might be a dog though.
They saying everything. Somebody said Sweat was
third,
4th round, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Y'all get it together and come back and let us know. Because somebody said 3rd round, somebody said 4th round, somebody said 5th round. But yeah, Thomas.
They said Gabe Hall. Yeah, somebody Ashan said Gabe Hall need to play the edge, tall and long. Pause, of course.
I'm screaming. But yeah, we have a lot of new faces, new names on this defensive line. Shoot. We're gonna need dudes to step up. That's point, that's blank, that's period. I feel like that's the position where the defense as a whole, it's gonna look a lot different. A lot of new starters just in the defense, period. Could potentially be a starting new outside corner, could potentially be a starting new slot corner, depending on how camp goes and what happens with Maddox. Starting new linebacker, could be two new starting linebackers. Defensive line, brand new. Like this defense, training camp, these preseason games, joint practice is gonna be crucial because it's a lot of new gelling that's gonna have to go down.
It needed to be like that. It absolutely needed to be like that. We were absolutely trash on the defensive side of the ball last year down the stretch. A lot of people had to go. A lot of people had to be replaced. The scheme had to change. This is what was needed. You know what I mean? You needed to put some new faces back there. You needed to give some of these younger guys a chance, and you had to change some things up. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Defense was terrible, so we definitely needed that reboot. Let's go ahead and pivot over to, let me make sure I got all the defensive questions out the way. Okay. Offense. Who gets the wide receiver 3 spot?
Paris Campbell. I like Paris Campbell.
Okay.
I like Paris Campbell in that situation. I like Paris Campbell. Aeneas Smith will play, but I don't think he beats out Paris Campbell. Not just yet.
Yeah, I agree because
now if Paris Campbell don't start, he getting cut. We're gonna do away with him if he don't take the job though.
I feel like Devontae Parker getting cut.
He was so happy when we signed him too. That's why I want to say he was so happy when we signed him. I don't think he's gonna get cut. I don't think he's gonna get cut because he could play on the outside. You know, and we value some of them. We value some of them older guys.
55 though.
Right, that's right. It'll be a Julio thing. It'll be a Julio thing.
See, we need somebody.
We need like a Greg Ward. We need like a Greg Ward Jr. right now, and I think he could be our Greg Ward Jr.
Devontae Parker.
We're not asking him to do too much. We just asking him to be available. Yep, we just asking him to be available. I think he makes it.
I don't know. So I agree with you on Paris because I didn't know this, but Anaya Smith is injured right now. He's battling some injury, so they said that he's coming along slow, like they're taking his time with him. So I definitely can see Paris Campbell getting that initial wide receiver 3 spot.
Right.
Who knows with Johnny? They're making it seem like Johnny Smith is like a project. And one thing we know is we buns at developing wide receivers. I don't want to talk about nobody's job, but we retain our wide receiver coach who hasn't done the best job at developing wide receivers. So we get a project in Johnny Wilson. Are we the team that's going to develop Johnny? We haven't proven we can develop anybody.
Yeah, Johnny Arthega-Whiteside incoming.
Rager, John Hightower. We've been getting wide receivers and haven't been developing them. So
right.
Y'all out here talking about Covey. Covey is not going nowhere. They talking about Covey out of here.
He might be, yo.
No, bro.
I can see that.
Covey. We need Covey on special teams.
No, you don't no more because you got Cooper DeJean. You got Isaiah Rodgers. They're way fast. Listen, as good as Covey is, Covey ain't take nothing to the house yet. How you make the Pro Bowl, you ain't taking out one joint to the crib. Isaiah Rodgers taking something to the crib. You know what I mean? DeJean taking something to the crib. You know what I mean? Covey's solid and all, but Covey can't do more than one thing. He's just a punt returner. That's wild to me. DeJean could be a punt returner. Yeah, Covey out of here. Because Covey holding up a spot. He only could do one job. Covey could play defense. Covey was the best returner in the league. That's all he could do is return the rock, though. That holds up a spot. What would you rather have? The best returner in the league? That's one spot right there. He can't play wide receiver. So he's just the best returner in the league. You got games with the Philadelphia Eagles. The team's barely punted against us because we was getting smacked up. We was getting cooked. You know, you got games where nobody really punted to Covey. So I'd rather have a guy that could give you some return and play defense. Give you some return and play defense. You know what I mean? Covey just a one-trick pony. And he be looking like a crash dummy out there sometimes. He takes some of the most violent hits. I'll be worried about him. So yeah. I don't think we cut him. But I can see it happen. I don't think it happens, but I'm not surprised if it does.
Thank you, Halim. Returners gonna be crucial with the new rules.
Right.
Dang, it
Isaiah
ain't safe
Rodgers.
for nobody, bro. It ain't safe.
It ain't safe. Isaiah Rodgers and DeJean, man.
So
they can give you more. They can give you reps at different spots.
So wide receiver room cuts. Who you think getting cut? I think Devontae Parker getting cut. Chat saying Covey getting cut. You saying Covey getting cut. I feel like it's got to be 2 though. Who getting cut?
It's definitely got to be 2. I think it's going to be John Ross ain't making the roster. We forgot about him. He got invited to the to camp. He's definitely not making the roster.
How many are we keeping? 6, 5?
Yeah, you got to keep 6. I think if you keep it, I think if you keep 5 or 6, I think Parker got to be one of them. I think you keeping Paris Campbell, you keeping Parker, you keeping AJ Smitty, Paris Campbell, Parker, AJ Smitty, Aeneas, and I think you keep probably one more guy. It might be Covey. Because they'll probably try to classify him as a wide receiver, but it might be Covey.
See? So AJ, Devontae, Paris, Aeneas,
right?
Covey, and Devontae.
Yep.
We're going 6,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, if we're going 6,
I'm cool with
making
that.
it.
I'm cool with that. You know, we forgot. We forgot about Johnny, and we ain't named Johnny.
No, Devontae, AJ. Paris, Devontae, AJ, right. Paris, Covey, Aeneas, Johnny, and your other Devontae cut.
Okay. All right.
Dang, they want to cover you up out of here in the chat.
Because he can't give us anything. He only gives us good returns that never go to the crib.
Okay. So do you think they will put Johnny Wilson on the practice squad?
Yeah, I think you got to. We can't waste a roster spot on a project. You got to put him on the practice squad.
Yeah. Y'all talking about Johnny going to tight end. That's not a guarantee though, because like we said, the physicality, that was his biggest knock, was him not being physical, not using his size. Like, so if you're not doing that at wide receiver, are you gonna be doing that at tight end? That's the question.
Exactly.
And how many tight ends are we gonna keep? 3?
Maybe. I don't even know who on the roster. We just cut Toe guy got cut today.
Dallas, Albert O got extended, CJ Uzomah, and Grant Calcaterra right now. I don't even see room to put Johnny at tight end because they Calcaterra
getting cut.
But are we keeping 3 or 4 tight ends?
I think we're gonna keep 3.
So yeah, it would be Dallas, CJ Uzomah, and Albert O. Johnny ain't got no room in that tight end room. You know that he knocking on the room. Tight end room full. We full.
Right.
He knocking on wide receiver. Wide receiver room full. So it's giving practice squad for Johnny. We'll see. How do you feel about running back room? Somebody up here said Gainwell getting cut, but
nah, Gainwell not gonna get cut.
They love Gainwell down.
Yeah, Gainwell ain't gonna get cut. I'm not gonna say I love the running back room though. I'm not gonna say I love the running back room. You know what I mean? I love Saquon Barkley, but behind Saquon Barkley, I just don't think that you found the great change of pace due to Saquon Barkley. Now, there is no one change of pace running back beyond Saquon Barkley because Saquon Barkley is a power back. Saquon Barkley is everything. You know what I mean? I just don't like the running backs that we have that complement him. You know what I'm saying? Gainwell could catch. You know what I mean? He came from Memphis. They produced those catching running backs. But maybe under Kellen Moore's system that changes. Maybe under Kellen Moore's system somebody breaks out behind Saquon and is able to contribute.
So you're not feeling Will Shipley? I like Shipley.
Shipley cool. I like Shipley because he can line up in the slot. You know what I mean? He's somewhat of a chess piece right there. I feel like that was a Kellen Moore pick, a guy like Will Shipley. I like Shipley because he can line up in the slot. So can Kenny Gainwell. You know what I mean? So can Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? We got some versatile guys back there. So, yeah, it's a lot of versatility in the running back room.
So it don't sound like you really like Shipley.
No, I think Shipley is trending towards being a Jag, just a guy. There's nothing really special about him. When I looked at the tape on Will Shipley, when I looked at the tape on Will Shipley, I think that his best attribute is his vision. He can see really, really well. He knows exactly where to go. He can make people miss. He has deceptive speed. He got a little wiggle with him, but he's not overly fast or overly strong. You know what I mean? And if you're not overly fast or overly strong as a running back, you are a Jag.
So they're saying I can see a Sonic Kareem Hunt.
Maybe. I would like it. He would automatically be RB2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so staying.
I wanted to get Zeke.
I wouldn't have been mad at
That's
Zeke.
what I wanted. I wanted a little bruiser back to back up our running back.
So what about Kendall Milton, undrafted free agent out of Georgia? Your big body bruiser in college ended up going undrafted.
I forgot about him.
The biggest knock on him was just your straight up. He had no other tool. He has no really like tricks in his bag. Just your straight up.
He just like to run through people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need though behind Saquon.
Street saying Milton got a bad knee. So
I feel like that's what we need. But if he got a bad knee, he definitely ain't making it.
No little boys. You already know that. No little boys. What you mean? Dalvin Cook is not on a roster?
Y'all telling me ain't no free agent?
Y'all telling me he's not on somebody's roster? Y'all just be making stuff up sometimes. Let me see. Ain't no way it's May and he ain't on the roster. Schedule's releasing tomorrow. Nope, he a free agent. Dalvin James Cook. Free agent.
How old is Dalvin Cook? Like 32?
28. I wouldn't be mad at Dalvin Cook. Yeah, he's not elusive.
Yeah, I would definitely I'll definitely kick the tires on him. Oh, he back in Minnesota?
No, they're saying
who knows?
They're saying he's a free agent on Google. So I wouldn't mind Dalvin. He got to be on the minimum. They say we have $24 million still in space to spend right now.
Mm-hmm. I saw that. I think we wait to see what happens.
Yeah. But yeah.
Are you talking about Kendall Milton?
They talk about Kendall Milton. Don't fumble or catch passes. Yeah, just straight up. No pass catching at all. Just your straight up bruiser. Kaka said, Street saying Kenny G game. Wait. We're going to have to see that at camp. We would need a vet if Barkley gets hurt. Yeah, so I like Dalvin. Who said that? Because I got to give you.
I like Dalvin too. I think.
I
think Dalvin can potentially. You know what I mean? If Saquon got hurt for 5 weeks.
A week. No, I like it. Like you said, if Saquon end up getting hurt, that is a good point because we do need to have some insurance. Saquon has been hurt. We have to be real, be realistic, be smart. So I like Dalvin Cook in that spot.
I like it.
Is that all the questions? Somebody said most surprising cut.
The most surprising cut this year.
Who we think is would be the most surprising cut? I'm gonna go ahead and say
Nakobe Dean.
You. No. That wouldn't be a surprise to you because it would be like to you.
It'll be a surprise to y'all. It'll be a surprise to everybody except me. So yeah, it's surprising.
So they're saying like to us who like for me, like I would be gagged if we cut Cubby. Obviously, y'all wouldn't be gagged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would because they had Cubby doing all the TikToks. They had Cubby shucking and jiving on social media. They be using him for all the little games on social media. And so I would have been shocked.
I'm trying to think of somebody on the bubble. Let me think.
Maybe for
the most surprising cut for me will be Johnny, the wide receiver. He'll be a surprising cut because we actually drafted him. I don't think he'll be a surprise cut for me because we wasted draft capital on him.
Yeah,
but he fighting an uphill battle for real.
Mm-hmm.
Being drafted is one thing, man. You gotta make that roster.
That's a good question. Which coordinator do you trust more?
Fangio.
I agree.
Hands down Fangio. I mean, you're talking about a guy that invented a scheme that everybody's duplicating, you know what I mean, to this day. And not to say I don't trust Kellen Moore because Kellen Moore has gotten the best out of some great offenses. Now, he was only with the Chargers for 1 year. You know what I mean? That was a bad year, but you know what I mean? Kellen Moore got Dak Prescott paid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I think Kellen Moore, I think it's going to be a very telling year for Kellen Moore, and it's going to be a very telling year for Jalen Hurts. Because if Jalen Hurts can get Kellen Moore to an NFC Championship game, why couldn't that other dude do it?
Mm-hmm. Period. But yeah, I trust Vic more too. Just the veteran, like Vic has been around a long time. He's seen a lot of things. Kellen Moore, he's had talent. He's went far with said talent. Questionable year a little bit with the Chargers last year, but the Chargers has had a lot of injuries last year. I just trust Vic more, like you said. He has a tree behind him of coordinators. He has a tree behind him of coaches, proven. So yeah, but that don't mean I don't trust Kellen. Because like I said, I tweeted, the little boys, they thought it was all funny, you know, us talking about Kellen Moore Meanwhile, y'all was losing with and without Kellen. They acting like Kellen is the reason why they haven't won nothing in decades.
They don't want to talk about what the common denominator is over there. You know what I mean? Kellen been gone for 2 years. They still, you know what I mean? Mike talking about enough is enough. Leave Nicole alone, LB. I'm sick of it, Mike. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it.
Stay on the Kobe Dean. It was another question. What's up, High Domination?
Hi, Dom. What's up, Dom?
Not how long, y'all. It's May. It's May.
Yeah, I don't think that's. Yeah, I think Serianni's safe.
Right. It's May. Y'all got me so.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Simone. I wanted his bags packed. I wanted them packed after this season. I wanted them packed. It's inexcusable. You know what I mean? We moved past that. We got Saquon now. We had a great draft. We moved past that, but I wanted his bags packed. He just took his stuff out the suitcase with me. This shit was by the door still. You know what I mean? That was inexcusable last year.
Yeah, he pissed me off very much so. But one thing we can't deny about Nick Serianni, the players love Nick. Now, how much that translates to the field, how much that means anything in the grand scheme of winning, we don't know. But we do know for sure.
And that's a fact. That's a fact because I look at
for Nick.
Right. I look at the press conference. I mean, not the press conference, the podcast with D Jackson Shady, and it made me appreciate a guy like Nick more. You know what I mean? Nick connects with those guys, and they'll definitely play hard for Nick. You know what I mean? That gotta mean something. So, you know what I mean? We got a good coach though. We got a good coach in terms of being able to connect with the players for sure. And he brought some coordinators in with experience and has done some things. So a lot don't got to be on his plate. So I'm hoping the best for him.
Rolling. Appreciate the super chat. Biggest trap game for the Eagles every goddamn game.
Every week. No, week one though. Week one. I would say you're starting off with a trap game in week one. You talking about the first 7 seed to ever advance in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Who the Packers smacked around to get that title? You talking about the first 7 seed.
That's not a trap. I feel like a trap game is a game like we know that the Packers is going to bring their best. Is that a trap if you expecting it?
I think it's a trap because they're labeling it as a home game for us, and they took our superpower away, which is our crowd. That's what make it a trap because it's on neutral ground. You know what I mean? Do you know that if Green Bay came to Philly week one, opening day with this team, Saquon and all of them, everybody getting their first look at Saquon and this offense, man, you wouldn't be able to hear yourself thinking there week one if this game was in Philly.
That's true. And then 2, they promoting this like it's our Eagles game. Y'all know y'all could have sent the Panthers over there.
True.
Why y'all give us a real team, a real franchise? We trying to break Brazil in for y'all.
This take away from the home game from some people who might not wanted to go there if they got season tickets. I think this lessens the home game by 1. Now they still get a ticket to the game. Yeah, they probably gonna sell their ticket and make a lot of money, so they'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't like that they gave us Green Bay. We going over to Brazil. We breaking that GE in for y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why can we get, first of all, the amount of money we're going to have to spend to go to Brazil and we're going to have anxiety around the game. They should have gave us one of them gimme games. They could have sent the Falcons over there. They
trash. Like, they should have sent Dallas over there. They don't never do nothing to make them uncomfortable. They don't never send them over. They don't never think about it. They don't never make them uncomfortable. They don't never send them nowhere.
They sure
think about it. When have they went across the pond? They comfortable. They get all their home games. When have they went across the pond? They should have sent them over there.
That's a fact. And also,
they should have sent them over there to rematch the team that bust their damn head in the playoffs. That would have been crazy.
Y'all let us know in the chat who going to Brazil. Like I said, I gotta see what them tickets looking like. Schedule come out Wednesday. It's in the most of my intentions to go to Brazil because that is my birthday weekend, Labor Day weekend. My birthday's on Thursday, game on Friday. Everything is lined up perfectly except for getting smacked by the Packers.
I know I ain't gonna be there. That's my daughter's birthday, so I know I ain't gonna be there.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah. David Russell said he gonna be there. Okay. Mr. Eliminator said I'm Brazil Brown. Okay, so next question was what team? So Ty Harrison on Twitter said, what team do y'all think that we could sweep? What NFC
The
East team?
Cowboys. The Cowboys. We sweep with the Cowboys. The Cowboys. They're getting swept this year. I'm not gonna say we're gonna sweep the division, but the Cowboys getting swept this year. On everything. If you're a Cowboys fan, if you're listening, I got some chicken. Put it up. This is the year. This is the year. I got some turkey. Put it up. Cowboys getting swept this year. Flip this. Put it on your put it on your Twitter. Put it on your Instagram. Put it on whatever you want to put it on. Put it on your Bible. Put it on your Nana. The Cowboys getting swept this year. Whatever you want to put it on. I'm telling you, they don't call me Crystal Ball Brunson for nothing. They do not call me Crystal Ball Brunson for nothing. They getting swept this year. Confidently.
QB said, I'm planning on going to Brazil. All right. We're gonna see y'all there. But yeah, we have to. This is the year we need to get back to sweeping, getting the brooms out. It's too much chatter around splitting. This little home and home split has been getting old. Too much chatter around Dak's little record against the Eagles. We do need to go ahead and sweep the little boys. They swept us, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? It's our time. It's our time. Yep. We have to. And I could see us going for a division sweep as well. But let me ask you, do you think that the Commanders are going to pass the little boys this season as the top dogs when it comes to who we beefing with this season? Because the Commanders had a mighty fine offseason.
They had a real good offseason, but it's hard for me to say because they got a rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? And that's an adjustment period right there. They have a rookie quarterback. Now, they're going to be leaps and bounds better than the Giants. I think they're going to split with Dallas. You know what I mean? I think playing in Dallas for a rookie quarterback is a little tough, especially against a division opponent. Yeah, I think. But if they split with them and have a better record, they pass them. So we just got to wait and see how that one pan out.
Yeah,
I know ain't no rookie quarterback beating the Eagles this year.
The rookie quarterback is obviously the biggest question. But we've seen a rookie come in. We just saw it with light skin. What's his name? Texans. CJ. We saw CJ come in and ball out. So rookies I feel like, didn't Joe Burrow come in? I mean, I know it's top pick, but didn't he come in? Didn't he have a good rookie year?
Yeah, he had it wasn't like CJ, man. CJ was looking like a vet in terms of not throwing interceptions. He ain't throw interceptions to like week 7, I think. That's like unheard of to be that accurate as a rookie.
Yeah. But yeah, if Jaden, which one is it?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, good. Because we don't need another. First of all, I don't even like the fact his name is Jaden. I'm sorry. That's
a little too close to Jalen.
Way too close to Jalen. I don't like that. I just peeped that just now because it was too close to a slip of the tongue. I don't like that. So, period.
That's a good point, man. In the chat, D-Lo said, D'Angelo Xavier, he said, if Brian Johnson calling plays, he going to be trash. I forgot they got Brian Johnson over there.
Brian ain't calling plays. Brian got like one of them job titles that ain't your real job title. I think he's like
like an associate sales rep. Yeah, associate sales rep.
Brian Johnson. Let me see what his title is. Assistant head coach.
Right. He an advisor. Yeah, he an advisor in some capacity.
They're gonna give him a little pin to stick behind his head. But yeah, but if Jaden, and I really don't like this man. I don't like that. It's too close to Jalen. I don't like it. Not in the NFC East. But anywho, if he get his G together early, then the little boys better watch out because it might be us in Washington at the top. But
it could be.
Said something I want to respond to. So we gotta get to your boy's question because he just sent it again on Twitter. He said, D'Angelo Xavier, will the offense / Kellen Moore force plays to go through AJ and Smith instead of running a complete offense and scheming players open?
I think they'll run a complete offense and scheme players open. But this is what I think. I think Dallas Goedert is going to have a breakout year. I think Dallas Goedert is going to be really, really close to 1,000 yards if he can stay healthy. I think Dallas Goedert, because Kellen Moore talks about Dallas Goedert. He don't talk about Smitty that much. You know what I mean? He talks about AJ. I don't want to disrupt the flow of what Jalen and AJ built, Jalen and Goddard. He is thinking about the tight end, and he's also thinking about play action. So I think Dallas Goedert is going to eat. But Jalen is not going to forget about Smitty and other people. See, Jalen knows who to look for. But Dallas Goedert is going to be schemed for the most, I believe.
Okay. So that's because that was two separate questions, but somebody else just said, who do y'all feel will have a breakout season? I don't think Dallas can count as a breakout because Dallas Goedert is already respected and recognized. So I don't think Dallas Goedert can count as a breakout.
I do. He's never had a 1,000-yard season. He's never had a 10 reception year. I think his cap is like 700 yards. I think he could get 1,000 yards in the system. That'd be a breakout.
Okay, but we already know what Dallas Goedert is capable of. I feel like a breakout is like somebody who's not on everybody's radar, not getting like Nakobe Dean. He be getting talked he be getting cheated on. If he ball out this season, that's like a breakout year. You know what I'm saying? Like we know.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, we know what Dallas Goedert is capable of. He hasn't been getting those because he been getting hurt, I feel like. So who do you think is going to break out?
Who's going to have a breakout season?
Somebody said breakout for Dallas is finishing the season.
Facts. I think the breakout is going to go to Reed Blankenship.
Okay.
I think Reed going to have a breakout season.
I like that. I'm gonna say Jordan Davis defensively because
Cam Jurgens is a good one too.
Cam Jurgens is a good one. With Fletch gone, Jordan Davis has more opportunity to be on the field, more opportunity to show out. So I'm gonna go Jordan Davis defensively. Offensively, breakout. It's going to have to be a lineman because Saquon won't break out. We already know what Saquon going to do. We already know, like I said, I'm not counting Dallas Goedert as a breakout. We already got the wide receivers. So Cam Jurgens is a good one. With Kelsey being gone.
Yeah, I like Cam Jurgens.
Him stepping up, being a star. I'll take Cam Jurgens as the offensive breakout. Marty, appreciate the super chat. More rushing touchdowns, Hurts or Saquon? I'm gonna go with Saquon.
I'm going Saquon. I don't see us cheating Saquon out of them snaps with how much money he making. If we're on the 2-yard line, we're giving the ball to Saquon.
And that's why we got Saquon for that red zone threat.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going Saquon too. The memes are hilarious though around like Saquon when Jalen Hurts take a touchdown from him, yada yada yada. We had to I was upset with the amount of as much touches as Jalen was getting, but at the same time, Jalen is so reliable in the red zone, so strong. So that's why it's so good having a guy like Saquon who can power through, who can be a real red zone threat. Like we don't have to rely on Jalen Hurts being that red zone threat.
I agree.
But somebody said something. Where'd that comment go? Somebody said we're going to need like 10 breakouts on the defense or something like that. Oh, Marshall said we need like 10 breakouts. What was the last? I think it was one more question. Oh, if Jalen will break a record this season, which will it be? This is Ty Harrison. If Jalen Hurts will break a record, what will it be?
Most passing yards in the season for a Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. It's only like 4,000, probably I think 4,100 yards to get it for him. Carson Wentz has the record. I think Jalen will break that record this year.
Okay. I'm seeing it. Everybody's agreeing. Okay, I think we got to all of our questions on Twitter. So my last questions for you. Y'all let us know if y'all have anything in the chat. I was gonna ask. So the schedule's coming out Wednesday.
Right.
What are you? Do you have any preferences when it comes to the Eagles schedule?
No, I don't have no preferences at all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't care who we got at home. I don't care who we got on the road. Everybody food. You know what I mean? You don't put this roster together. Now, one game that I do have circled, and I'm going to go to this game, Eagles, Baltimore. I will definitely be at that game in Baltimore. I think that's going to be like a really good game for us. But no, I'm not looking forward to seeing the Cowboys. I'm looking forward to I'm not looking forward to seeing them. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to seeing contenders, the Ravens.
So one thing for me, I want to see on this goddamn schedule when it drop, or I'm gonna have some problems, is I'm tired of them giving the little boys the second home game. I want our home game to be the last home game against the little boys. I don't like that.
That's a good point.
I don't like that because they already know that that's coming down at that point in time. That's what's coming down to the division. That's what's coming down to the conference, and they got us on the road. They always get the second home game. I don't like that.
I agree.
That's what we were saying about you saying not making them uncomfortable. They always do that. Aaron said he gonna be at the Eagles-Ravens game too, LB.
Pull up. Give me a brew. give me a brew.
So what games are you planning to go
to? A lot. I'm definitely going to the first one at Philly. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be there for sure. That Ravens game. I always go to the Eagles Commanders game in DC. I gotta look and see who else we got at home. You know what I mean? But I'm probably gonna go to like 4 home games this year. That Ravens game, 4 home games, 2 away games. Because we don't have to travel to the West Coast this year, I don't think, do we?
I think somebody said we go to LA.
Okay,
yeah LA Rams. Now the Rams do have a good schedule, but I'm not flying all the way over there to see. No, but
right,
I'm feeling. I'm probably going. I haven't seen Little Boys and Eagles live yet, so might check that out. But again, I need that. The NFL can't keep doing that. Boo.
I ain't see him in Dallas. I want to go there so bad. You know what I mean? I ain't see him in Dallas yet. I seen him in Philly a number of times, and they soft. They sorry as hell in Philly. They just keep getting us at Dallas though.
That's why they keep putting the Dallas game
right.
late.
They be getting us at Dallas.
They know exactly what they doing. But yeah, I'm definitely going to Brazil after I see them ticket prices, y'all, because they acting crazy. Then I'm gonna be at home. Trying to go to Brazil, but I feel like Brazil gonna suck all my little coins up.
Brazil. That's like a five racks trip right there.
Yeah, Brazil between the outfits, the tickets. Now the plane tickets. So there's a plane ticket for like $750
round trip.
That
ain't bad.
That's not bad. See, I've been seeing some for like $1,000 plus, and plus the hotels are cheap in Brazil because like the conversion rate. So like a 5-star hotel is only like $40 a night in Brazil. 40 USD. Yeah, so it's cheap. Once you get up the gap, you just got to get over there. Once you get over there, then the rates are low. So I'm planning to go to Brazil. I want to see Dallas at Eagles and Falcons. Yes, you got to account for them outfits because you can't go over to Brazil in just a regular fit. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but gonna be like a lot of events and stuff that they're doing for the Eagles out there and the fans.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're gonna put a lot of stops into it because the NFL is fighting hard for them foreign countries to latch on. So I feel like it's definitely gonna be they're gonna invest. Appreciate the super chat. It's been said by Philly media that we have the best D-line coach in the NFL, and Clint no neck hurt. Dang.
That's why I know technically our entire D-line going to break out now that I had a minute to think. Great convo, great content, y'all. I shall be wilding.
Appreciate the super chat, Asha, but no, that gotta be dead. But Clint do look like he ready to play. Clint look like he ready to suit up.
Right.
And I appreciate that. Because them boys gonna have to be ready. Like, you can't let your coach out bench you. You can't let your coach outwork you. Like, if your coach built, you're gonna be like, dang, I need to step it up. I need to get in shape. So I do appreciate that. I forgot that the hot take.
I forgot that.
I don't really like New Orleans.
I do because of the food.
No,
the food is crazy.
The food is crazy, but it be stinking outside.
Yeah, because it's like 10,000 feet under sea level. Like you're literally living where I listen, no disrespect to New Orleans, but you're living where the sewer rats are on the street because you're under sea level. It's like the place is sinking. It's a swamp. It's a swamp. It is what it is.
But New Orleans would be a good little trip. Fitness Warrior said, don't go to Brazil. It's not good for the people. Asha, no. Now, I'm not above Spirit in the U.S., but ain't no way I'm letting Spirit take me out the country. I do no way.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. They definitely had some duct tape on one of the wings.
Right.
On one of the flight, like I was in
You saw it on the flight.
Yeah, no, I wasn't on it. I was at like I seen the joint parked. Yeah, I was looking through the glass. Yeah. I was like, whoa, my man. That. They got the heat shrink on the joint.
Now we better not have the Falcons game too, because if we have Falcons game too, I'm gonna be too broke coming back from Brazil. So I need Falcons later in the. See, I got a lot riding on this schedule, y'all. And
you gotta wait. You really gotta wait and see. It's hard to really say. You gotta wait and see.
That's what I'm saying, because if these games are too close, then I'm not going to the games I have in my mind. I have to make some adjustments. But what did somebody said? Somebody said something I was about to forget. Oh, how many turnovers do you think the Eagles defense gonna have?
I think we're gonna be in the top 3 in interceptions.
Okay.
We're gonna be in the top 3 interceptions. I can't really put a number on it, but I think we're gonna truly have a no-fly zone this year.
Okay. I like it. Nina said, I went to an Eagles versus New Orleans game in New Orleans, and it was awesome. Smelly, but awesome. I'm screaming. Plus, them New Orleans fans, they spicy. They be wanting all the smoke. Like,
no, that dome loud too. I never been there, but I heard the dome is loud.
It seems like New Orleans gonna be lit, y'all. I might have to put New Orleans on my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to put New Orleans. Y'all convincing me. I might have to put New Orleans on my schedule. D-Rob, appreciate the super chat. I'm gonna catch them in New Orleans. I might catch a home game. It sounds like New Orleans gonna be lit. Okay. Michael Thompson said, what y'all think about Eli Riggs fighting for a spot if he get one? And that's sad because Eli was balling, young, good young talent, but then we loaded up the room. So now,
no, they put him in a slot. He was getting cooked. He was getting cooked in the slot. But he had some good reps.
And what was Eli, undrafted?
Yeah, undrafted.
Yeah, for an undrafted guy, but now it's given. It ain't no room.
It's given practice squad.
Yep. Hate that, but
we're gonna get into that. My guy. Oh, I got a song dropping in a couple minutes too. A couple hours at midnight. Me and my guy D-Lo, man. Make sure y'all check that out. No White Flags, all streaming platforms.
Okay. Okay, y'all check out the song tonight. No White Flags. Dropping tonight, but Nina also said the fans were fun. We had no issues. Okay, it sounds like I need to go to New Orleans. That's what's
I mean, they're nice. They're like from a standpoint of the people. They're some of the nicest people.
Okay. What was our last one? I just had a comment. Oh, have I ever been to a playoff game? No. I'm scared to go to a playoff game because when you spending your own money, right?
That loss is crazy.
Like, imagine spending $400 to get your heart broken, and that's it.
I went to the last one I went to was the Eagles Giants. The year we went to when we just went to the Super Bowl. cooked them. Oh, it was the best time of my life. We blew them out, spanked them. We were sacking them. Kenny Gainwell running. I don't even remember the game. We were just lit.
You talking
It
about
was
that
just
last
amazing.
one?
Yeah, that last
last
time we
Super
played the
Bowl run?
Giants. Yep. When Matiki was saying the Giants gonna beat us and all of this, nah, bruh. Because the Giants just beat Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yep, they had just beat
That would've
Minnesota.
been
Where my
lit.
towel
See,
at?
a game like that I could go to, like, because that year we was like, we had all the momentum, we had all the vibes, like we all felt like we was gonna steamroll the Giants. So like a game like that, I can trust.
I was being thirsty because I had to choose between the two. Like it was either that one or the San Fran game. I should have went to the San Fran one to see my team on the board. Might never see that in person.
See, I'm too scared to do that. I would have been too scared to go to the Niners. I would have played it safe with the Giants. Dina said she would have playoff game with New Orleans and we lost, devastated. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. Appreciate everybody jumping in. Appreciate everybody jumping in the chat, chopping it up with us.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. How many people we got in the chat right now? I ain't even look.
470.
Yep, 470 in the chat. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all spending y'all Saturday with us. You know what I mean?
Monday.
Oh, Saturday. What am I talking about? Monday.
It really don't even feel like Monday. We gonna get to this last question. Who will have more receiving yards, Smitty or AJ? AJ.
That's tough. That's tough for me this year because I feel like Kellen Moore is going to scheme Smitty in that slot, and Smitty going to take off this year. Damn near 2,000 yards on him if he play every game. I'm gonna go with AJ. That's the safe bet. That's a safe bet, AJ though. But I'm not surprised if it's Smitty.
You had me weak because you had it revving up like you was about to say Smitty. Then you talk about I'm gonna go AJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna go AJ. I gotta take the smart money.
No, I don't feel like a Monday at all. I don't know why, but today don't feel like a Monday. It feel like Friday or something. But you know, I work from home, so when you work from home, y'all, you have no concept of your days. So
nah, every day's the same for you,
right?
Until Friday come.
D-Rob, appreciate the super chat. He said, I went to New Orleans playoff game that year after the Super Bowl. Alshon dropped the game winner. New Orleans sound like it's a little cursed. Orleans sound like it's a little cursed. I don't know if I want to go to New Orleans because y'all talking about all these losses y'all saw out there. I got the black hurt season hat. Good look.
I appreciate that. I got the same one.
What y'all talking about? Bruns needs setting it up like K-Dot.
Bruns needs setting it up. I don't know what you mean.
Bruns be setting it up like K-Dot. What you talking about?
Oh, you talking about the music.
I
appreciate that.
I was about to say, y'all got some beef out here I don't know about. But Eagles landed. Appreciate you for hopping in. He said Smitty done packed on some more weight. Now we'll see come September because they always be showing these shots. Everybody done lost weight, gained weight. We'll see come camp.
No, that's a fact.
But appreciate y'all. We're gonna hop out. We're gonna do this again. Appreciate y'all for hopping on.
Yep.